Alright, so in this video I'll be going over the GSG-15. It is a semi-automatic rifle based on the SCAR H. It is chambered in .22 caliber, and I'm going to do a bit of a review on it. First off, I'd like to say that this gun is actually quite light. It's a beautiful looking weapon, and as you can see, it's a little modified. I went a little far with my my 3D printer, printed up some grips and stuff. This is actually a tripod that is flexible, so as you can see, it's just mounted. I'll show that off in a little bit. Ammo bag, of course, comes right off. That just catches all the shells, so I don't have to pick them up after. Alright, and as for the magazine, it is actually meant to only hold 22, but with this, I guess the more you use it, the more you wear that spring down, you're actually able to fit around 25. The last one is a bit of a snug, but she gets in there and it ejects just fine, so yeah, you can hold up to 25 rounds per magazine. You can get this right now at Cabela's in Canada for around 600 bucks. This one's actually called the Special Edition, and that's because of this suppressor or modifier. It's actually not. We're not allowed those in Canada. So as you can see here, unscrew this. Just a solid piece, not an actual suppressor, but it is handy to have on here. It adds a bit of extra weight to the front, so it mitigates that little bit of recoil that there is, and it also dissipates the heat pretty well. You could shoot around, 400, 500 rounds, and this thing barely gets hot to the touch. The foregrip is actually color changing, so as you can see, it's green on this side, but the longer you hold on to it, it switches to an orange, and then actually the longer it turns to a yellow color. Pretty cool. That stuff's all 3D printed. The stock itself folds up pretty nicely. If you want to side fire, I don't really see the need to do that, hence the scope. Yeah, really accurate. No jams, as you can see. Locks right well. This piece actually comes out, the charging handle. It's just a bit of need a little bit of a rough love for that, but as you can see, charging handle. So there's actually 3 different predetermined holes, so you can have it on the far middle or the very end. I like to keep it on the left middle. It's best for me. Yeah, a cool little tip. So as you can see, without the magazine in, that is there's no way of bringing that charging handle back, or the column here. So if you want to, there's actually a spot that is actually meant for the magazine. So if you hold that little tab on the inside, she locks back down. So really useful to use when you're done with the weapon and there's no ammo in there. Yeah, I'll shoot the weapon, show off a few more features, like this little guy here fits on no problem, like so. She'll catch all your shells. And I also have a flexible tripod right there. Flex that out, and you have a nice tripod. You could wrap that around a fence post or a tree. She locks in and works great. Actually, it's a really handy tool to have. But for now, I'll keep that off. Another thing, the magazines. These are meant to hold 22 rounds, but if you're the longer you use this thing, you'll wear out that spring, and I'm actually able to hold around 25 now, which is pretty great. So yeah, we'll shoot this thing and go from there. Nerve her out. Now, one thing about loading these magazines is actually you want to pinch both the sides like so. So when you're injecting them, you're not fighting against that spring. Helps load a bit faster. I've seen a few designs for a speed loader for these magazines. Right now there's not much of one, so if you guys actually do know of one, please put in the comments. I would greatly appreciate that. All right. All right. Yeah, like I was saying, beautiful gun, works great. And yeah, would I recommend this? Absolutely. It is a perfect gun for targets. It's very accurate, even from far away. Right now my scope is not set in, that's why I'm fucking awful. But yeah, I would recommend this gun.